We're gonna do this one take, and I got iced coffee because I'm gay. Bye. Same difference. On this week's episode, we are traveling to Tinnel in the core world, where we will discuss Imperial sympathizers, the greatest failures of the New Republic, and not Taylor Swift. But I'll explain later. On with the show. Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Lady Qi'ra's Galactic Adventure, where we traverse the universe in our Correlian Corvette Cruiser, the Vindicator. I am, of course, your host on this excursion, Admiral Qi'ra of the Alliance to Restore the Republic. This week, we are continuing our exploration of the interior as we travel to the planet Tinnel. If you have no questions or concerns about your stay, feel free to remember to, yes, to shave your mustache, to hide from the New Republic, and always get an extra Meiluran for Miss Mother Hera Syndulla. This week on Lady Qi'ra's Galactic Adventure. If you have been around the metaphorical block before, you know that we first start out with the pretty undescriptive planetary Disney canon. I don't know why I did that. And then we get into the legend stuff if it's relevant from there. So let's get right into this, okay? Tinnel, also known as Tinnel 4, was an ancient conservative planet located at M12 in the galactic grid. Tinnel is also situated along the Correlian Run, and is home to people from storylines that I'm not aware of, so I'm not going to be talking about them. Sorry if you know them. But the main thing that's important about them is that they were highly supportive of Emperor Palpatine's reign. Gross. Can an entire planet give you the ick? Because that's what happens every time I read a sentence like that. Because even after the signing of the Galactic Concordance, which is the treaty that ends the Galactic Civil War after the Battle of Jakku, if you don't know, we have talked about that in the Chandrilla episode, I believe, which is available everywhere you can watch the show. But even after the signing of the Concordance, Tinnel would remain as a legal Imperial remnant. Yes, some of them were legal, which is strange because of what Mandalorian is leading us to believe. Like, they're all just, well, he is a bounty hunter, but, like, you know what I mean. And they're acting like all of these remnants are illegal. And yes, Moff Gideon's remnant is illegal because he was supposed to be taken to the New Republic for questioning. But anyways, could I just say that if the New Republic was really smart, which they weren't, they would have policed those Imperial remnants a lot better than they did. They're not even demilitarized, at least to my knowledge. The majority of them aren't demilitarized if they're legal, because Coruscant is an Imperial remnant. Technically, because there is technically still an Imperial government structure with a figure-headed Mas Amedda after the Concordance is signed. But you know what pops up in Coruscant? This little thing called the First Order. And do you know what spread in all of the Imperial remnants? The First Order. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because I'm gonna get angry. So humans lived here on Tinnel, as they do most planets that we've covered in the core world, just because that's where they were founded, and they were on Coruscant, and then they spread, sleeper ships and shit. Oh, sorry. I'm not censoring that. But interestingly enough, Gungans also lived here. Or at least there was a significant amount of Gungans in the Tinnel area that allotted them a big chunk of the population, although I'm not sure of the stats. I feel like they wouldn't be recognized as living on the planet if there weren't a decent amount of them there. Which is weird, because Naboo is a long ways away. Naboo's all the way in the Outer Rim, and we're in the core. Correlian Run. See? Hyperspace lanes. This is why they're important, right? There's also a lot of frogs here, apparently. They're listed as the only species of fauna on the planet, mostly because we know nothing about this place, but I wonder if the Gungans here on Tinnel had the same affinity towards frogs that Mr. Jar Jar Binks head towards that roasted Kowakian monkey lizard in episode 1? Probably not. That's Grogu's thing now. There was one city that we know of on here on Tinnel called Valden, which is the capital city, but we know nothing about it in canon, which is actually a great segue. So if you could all be so kind as to take out those Legends lenses under your seat so we can learn a bit more about this place. And I'm warning you now, there isn't a lot on this place. But I needed a break after doing Corellia and then Duro back to back, which were very long episodes comparatively to some of the smaller planets that we've done, right? But you know, it's a vibe. Tinnel, though, is located in the Tinnel system, but don't get too excited. It is regarded as the 4th planet in the Tinnel system, but there are no other planets listed, not even the name of its sun, which is probably Tinnel, because that's how these core worlds tend to work. So there's no system time this week. Sorry. Are you really sad about that, though? You're probably not. You're just probably saying that to make me feel better. But you're not saying anything because I'm staring at my camera. That's so sad. The Tinnel system is located in the Quanta sector, and we don't usually cover sectors. I just thought it was funny that we know nothing about this one except the fact that there was like an Imperial Fulditz, which makes me think that it was imperially created, because we learned from the Duro episode that the Empire loves to mess around with their sector barriers just for the drama. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I would recommend listening to the Duro episode. It was fun. It was fun. I think. It was fun for me. So it could be fun for you too if you try hard enough. And that's literally everything. That's it. It's literally everything I have on this place. But here's the situation. I haven't never posted a full episode of In My Era's Era on anything that's not my Patreon, just because they're long and I don't think anyone would sit through that length of video. My first one, which was on Dear Reader and Obi-Wan Kenobi, was 45 minutes long. Who would want to watch me speak for 45 minutes? I have to edit all of this myself. Do you know how long I stare at my own face? I have to get up every 10 minutes so that I don't literally fall asleep on my desk. I'm serious. But I also have self-esteem issues and am clinically depressed, so let's not factor that in too much. So here's what I'm thinking. We're doing a bonus episode this week, which means on Tuesday, probably Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest, I will be posting the full-length episode of In My Era's Era for the week everywhere. Obviously, I'll be posting it early on Patreon, and depending on how well the episode does, that's probably what I'm going to be doing for the near future. Simply because it's fun, and this episode, we're covering the song Glitch from Midnight's, which is about track 17, I think. And it's fun, and it's short, and it's about Kalazeb, which is my favorite ship in all of Star Wars, simply because I think it's the most feasible besides Kanan and Hera, because that did happen. They have a baby, even though Kanan is no longer with us, only in spirit. Can I just say, if we get Force Ghost Kanan Jarrus in the Ahsoka show, I will pass away. The mere thought of it makes me cry. I'm serious. I'm literally tearing up right now. Oh, I love that man. But I think I did a really concise job, not just explaining the song and some of the metaphorical meanings behind certain lines. It is my favorite song on Midnight's. Just saying. But I also think I was able to make a pretty interesting point about how Kalazeb could be canon, and even Steve Blum, voice of Garazeb Aurelios, has said that he thinks the two of them are together and started a family on Lyra. So I don't think I'm too out of pocket here, okay? I really don't. And I want to take you along with the ride, you know? Like, I want you to see how chaotic my mind really is. and just see how much I love these characters. Because Zeb is, besides Kanan, because I have a whole spiel about him I'll get into one day, and how emotional he makes me. But Zeb is me. And, I mean, they're meant to be relatable, because they're Star Wars characters, right? But Zeb, everyone thinks he's mean at first, and that he's angry, and he is. But once you get to know him, he's just a giant pun wrapped in purple fur. And that's why I love him. And I'm gonna stop now. So I'll see you all for the bonus video, which should be posted the day after this one. Cut. And that's just about everything I have for you on Tinnel and Canon and Legends. And I know it wasn't a lot, but that's why we have a bonus video this week. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed your journey this week. Enjoyed your journey this week and your stay so far aboard the Vindicator. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then make sure to, hit us up. Hit one of our personnel up on any of our social media platforms. You could even interact with us directly on Spotify. If you listen on Spotify, there is a Q&A feature if you ever have anything you want to tell me. Where was I? If you want to hit us up, you can hit us up over on the TikTok at Shadow Collective Rules or at Unidentified Robot. I am on the latter of those a lot more than the other one. Simply because it was my first account and everything is on there. You can also, I don't have Instagram anymore simply because I hate Meta with a burning passion. But I did make a Twitter simply for the drama of it all. And which you can see at twitter.com/lady__Qi'ra. Because drama, and also that's where all the good Genshin Impact memes are. I have to be over there. And if you want more of me, I really don't know why you would. And if you want early access to all of my content, our exclusive Discord community, you can head over to patreon.com/LadyQueer, One Lady Qi'ra Productions, where for only $5 a month, you can have access to all of that stuff and direct access to me if you want to tell me anything. And also, you get all the extra videos and content for the In My Era show, including the script and my research on the script and stuff and my notes, and maybe even videos of me performing those songs for all of you, but only on Patreon, only if you pay for it. And next time we are journeying to Balasar and whatever core worlds that I can cover in 30 minutes or less. And until next time, my friends, companions, and droids, may the Force be with you all.